To create a website using Google Sites, you're going to start off by going to whatever browser you prefer, Safari, Chrome, and you're going to go to the website sites.google.com/new. Now you have to go to the new version of Google Sites for this to work, otherwise it's going to pull up in an old classic version, which is a little trickier to use. So once I go to sites.google.com/new, I'm going to get to a page that looks like this. And so this is telling me that Google Sites does not work on an iPad. It only works on a computer. But again, there's a cool little trick that I can do by tapping on my share arrow. In the bottom row down here, I have an option that says request a desktop site. And that will open up the desktop version of Google Sites, not the mobile version. So when I tap on that, I now get the desktop version of the new Google Sites, which looks like this. So this will show you all the sites that you've ever made. Chances are yours might be empty, but there's a plus sign in the bottom right hand corner. When I tap on that plus sign, it is going to create a new site. So here it is. So the way Google Sites works is pretty self-explanatory. All I have to do is simply click and change my text and simply type in whatever it is that I want. So if this is my test Google site, I can add an image in the background if I want to. I can change that header style to be a different size if I want to. In the upper right hand or upper left hand corner, I can change the name of my site to give it a more descriptive name, whatever I want the name of my website to be. And then Google Sites has either some basic layouts that I can pick and choose from, or I can simply use these boxes up here at the top to create my own. So if I tapped on a text box, for example, it gives me a box that I can simply tap inside of and say, this is where I create my text. And I can change that to be different styles. Maybe I want this to be a title or a heading, so on. I could also insert another text box underneath it and type in some paragraphs of text. I can insert images, where I can either upload them or choose the ones I have in my drive. I can choose to embed URLs. These would be like links. So if I have a link that I've copied and pasted, I can put that in there. I could also put links directly within a text box. I can just type in some text in here and then select it, and there is a link button here as well. Like that, to give it a link if I want to. I can also insert things from my drive, and so I can choose any document that I have in my drive that I want to be able to add, and it will just embed and put those documents directly into my website. So here's a presentation. I can go ahead and tap on it and hit insert, and it inserts that directly into my site like that. Now up here at the top in the upper right, I have the option to add more pages, so I can add a new page. And this time I'll maybe call this one, maybe I'll make a links page. And it creates a second page now that will work exactly the same as the first. I can go back to insert, and I can insert all of those same things to this page just like I did on the first one. I can go to themes if I want. It's got a few basic themes to choose from. Depending on the theme, some of them have some color options that I can change if I want to be able to do that. Sometimes it lets me change the font if I want to a certain style, but each theme has its own basic settings. Now if I need to share this site with somebody else to have multiple people work on the same site, just like in Google Docs or Drive or Sheets, I can collaborate and I can share this website with other people for them to be able to edit or make changes to it. If I wanted to see what this website looks like on the internet, that's what this button right here does. This is my preview button. And this will give me a preview of what this site is going to look like. I can even preview it on an iPad, on a phone, or on a desktop to see exactly how it's going to work. I just X that out when I'm done. And then when I'm all finished and happy with the way it looks, I'm going to tap Publish in the upper right hand corner. So this is the website address my website's going to have. All websites are going to be sites.google.com/psdr3.org/ whatever I type in here. So if I call this a test site, then that is going to be the name of my site. Now below that, there's an option that says anyone in Pattonville School District is set to be able to view my site. So right now, only people in Pattonville can view my site, which means they're going to have to log in to a Pattonville Google account in order to be able to view that. I can choose to change that if I want to. So if I don't want or I want other people to be able to view my site, I can change that. And so all I have to do is go up here, tap in change, and I can choose to make anyone on the internet available to view my site if I want to. But once I'm done, I hit publish, and then my site will go live on the internet. So here it is. If I wanted to view it, there is a view button down at the bottom, or right up here next to my publish button, there's a little triangle now that shows up that allows me to view my published site anytime I want to see exactly what that website's going to look like on the internet. And that's all there is to creating a Google site.